Fish will die. No hands. Hello comrades and welcome. Today I'm reviewing, no, not this C63 AMG, but this Volkswagen Up. But don't worry, if you like my review, make sure to subscribe because I'm going to review this Renntech C63 probably somewhere next week. But for today, Volkswagen Up. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people will be clicking on this video because of the title, because of the car review. So usually I'm doing daily vlogs, but for today we'll start with the review, and after that I'll continue with doing my daily stuff that I usually do at the Nürburgring. So in this case, for people who are new to this channel, I live at the Nürburgring, working here, and a lot of cool car content. But let's get straight into it. I have this car right now for about 2 weeks. And in total, I managed to do already over 2,000 kilometers, and to be precise, 2,257. And I think this is sufficient amount to have formed a critical opinion about this car. So I will be telling you top 5 things that I do like about this car and top 5 things that I truly dislike about this car. So it's going to be pretty much honest opinion. But before we start, a mandatory background information for those of you who are new to this channel. This is not the car I have been choosing between this and something else, and this is not the car that I have bought. This is in fact a temporary company car that I have received. So once we get to the bad points of the car, well, do not ask me the questions, well, if it is this bad, why did you choose it? No, but it does allow me to talk about those things. Got a bit distracted there by the new prototypes of Porsche GT3 Cup cars, but yeah, let's get to this review. Let's start with the top 5 things that I actually do like about this car. First of all, it's the price. It starts from 9,750-ish euros, depending of course on your country and your country's taxes, but this is the main selling point of Volkswagen, that they say that you can get a brand new car for under 10,000 euros with 3 years of warranty that you can extend up to 150,000 kilometers, because the base price only includes 50,000 kilometers in the first 3 years that you're gonna drive this car, but you can extend it up to 150,000 by paying additional, I think, 200 or 300 euros, which is not much, so you basically should be doing that. And I must say, you get a lot in return for those 10,000 euros. I mean, if you're looking for a car that only gets you from A to B, and it has a steering wheel, 4 wheels, brakes, and even backseat air conditioning, then this is the way to go. Second thing that I truly like about this car, and something that you actually wouldn't expect from such a small car, is its stability. I've been doing a lot of Autobahn trips, and well, God bless Autobahn, where you can do unlimited speeds, and I managed to go up to 190 something downhill with the wind in the back. But on average, 160, 170 is possible with this car, and have a look for yourself what happens. Yeah, so we're doing 170 now, and have a look. No hands, so the car is pretty stable. And of course, 99% of future owners of such a car will be doing speeds far less below than that most of the time. But it does show that the car is stable at high speeds, which then again implies that it's very stable and comfortable on lower speeds. So I think that's definitely something we should say. The point number 3 that I do like about this car, it's in-car entertainment and connectivity and multimedia system. And it's there, you know, there's nothing bad about it. I mean, you have radio, you can connect, well, your phone to USB through this USB port. What else? You can also, yeah, you have the aux input, and then there's an option to get additional connectivity dock over here for your phone. So for example, this is a mount that I'm using to shoot this video. Well, the actual Volkswagen mount will be less ugly, but you get the idea. You'll have your phone here that you can use as a GPS. And what else do you need? It's there, it's practical, it does its job, so nothing bad to say about it. Number 4 that I truly like about this car is the interior space. It comes standard with the back seat, but those 2 rear doors are actually an option. But the good thing about it, it's only an option costing you, I believe, 480 euros. So for less than 500 euros, you get 2 additional doors, and well, for that money, you just have to include it as an option. And I must say that we have been doing quite some trips with 4 adults in this car, and of course it's not as spacious as a larger car, but it's doable, okay? If you want to do like short distance trips, it's totally fine being there on the back seat.
Wow.
You got enough space in the back?
Yeah, it's really comfortable. Last week I sit in S-Class.
Do you have a parking pilot? Do you have a parking pilot? No? Or we can park... Whoa!
Now, the number 5 and the final point that I do like about this car is its design. And there's just simply nothing bad to be said about it. I mean, there are just ugly cars like the Fiat Multipla. Luckily, this is not as bad, so I guess it's good. And you have a lot of options you can choose from. You can put a fancy color on it, some striping, and then put some stickers on it and whatever. You can also put some fancy wheels on it, and we even try to fit a spoiler. So there are a lot of options. Put it on the up.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Or better like this.
Ducktail.
Better on the front and opposite side.
Now, that was the good part. Now let's start with the 5 things that I totally dislike about this car. So while we are still outside, the first point is the boot space, or actually no boot space. You could probably fit a couple of groceries in here. You can also expand the boot space by lowering this plank over here, and that does allow you to put a small size suitcase in it. But in reality, if you're gonna use this as your everyday car and as your only car, and you need sometimes to transport some larger things, or let alone coming back to the point where you are intending to take 4 people in it, and where you're gonna put all of your stuff in. So yeah, it's not really spacious car, but I guess you get what you pay for. Number 2 of the things I don't like, and it's a kind of a personal thing, it's this middle console over here. And as a matter of fact, when I am on Autobahn or doing long distance trips, this is the way my foot is on the accelerator. So me being 1.85 meters tall, I end up operating the pedals in such a position. So right now the accelerator is pressed, so let's assume that I'm driving on the Autobahn, a very long trip, because this car has no cruise control, and you can actually see that my shin is pressed against this middle console. And I must say that in the first week of driving this car in the evenings, I did have some pain on my leg, as if I was coming home from kickbox class, but I was just driving this car. And this is just a point that can be a setback for taller people and people who do require some comfort. The third thing is actually something not me personally don't like, but I can understand it can be a setback for a lot of people, are the seats. In fact, you can see you cannot adjust the headrest, and those are the only seats that you can pick while configuring your car. You can pick some fancy coloring over here, but that's it. So then again, coming back, if you are someone who are looking for comfort and, well, you have a sensitive neck or something like that, this can be a major drawback. The fourth point that I don't like about this car, and it's actually regarding this particular version of the car, it's equipped with 1 liter 3-cylinder 60 horsepower 95 newton meters of torque engine, and it's sometimes just way too frustrating. Those models, you can also spec them with 1 liter TFSI, so turbocharged engine with 90 horsepower and 180 newton meters of torque, which is almost twice as much as this version. And well, really, if you're considering buying this car, just go for it, because 60 horsepower is just simply not enough, and you can potentially chip tune them up to 80 horsepower. And well, if we're talking about modding, you can also maybe put some additional intake and exhaust, but still, it's the torque. The torque is just way too frustrating. And having said that, I would actually really like to apply for a test drive with one of the turbocharged versions and see if it's really that good as I think it is. Because really, the engine, but actually the engine is not the worst thing. The worst thing that makes this car undrivable, or actually should I say frustrating, is the combination of gearbox and the engine. Because the gear ratios are simply just way too out of balance that will enable you to have a fluent acceleration. The RPM just drop by 2000 or more RPM once you shift from second to third gear, and yeah, it just doesn't offer you, fluent drive. And I found myself driving this car pretty much always in the second gear in the city, because if you want to overtake or you want to accelerate slightly, there's just no way you can do that in the third gear above 40 kilometers an hour. It just won't work. Okay, since everyone is a different kind of driver, I will simulate 3 types of drive. So first, let's say you want to buy this car for your grandmother, or maybe even your mother who doesn't want to drive competitive, wants to drive ecologically. So now I'm in the second gear, and let's pretend that she will be shifting up at around 2000 RPM. So now I'm at 2000, shifting up from second to third, and now it's, well, slightly above 1000 RPM. So if you need to accelerate from here, I'm right now full flat foot down, nothing much happening actually. At this point it's actually not that much dangerous or not annoying, because well, you know that person that's gonna drive this car on those conditions will not be needing it. But suppose you're kind of intermediate driver like everyone else. So I prefer to shift up around between 3000 and 4000 RPM. So let's have a look now. Back to second gear, up to 3000, and you hear that this is, well, pretty much the power band of the car, and you shift up and the RPMs drop by almost 2000 RPM and you cannot do much, and it's really annoying. Okay, now suppose you're entering the highway and you're just gonna accelerate all speed up. So now second gear, foot down to the third, and it drops like what, 3000 RPM. It just doesn't feel natural, just doesn't. And you could eliminate this issue either by changing gear ratios from second to third, or just by applying more power. And yeah, this car just simply doesn't have it with 60 horsepower and I think 75 or 95 Newton meters of torque. It just doesn't sufficient. And yeah, for that reason you could better get the version with 1 liter TFSI, the turbocharged version. I hope they eliminated this problem there. Now that's it. I hope you enjoyed this honest review, and if you want more, make sure to subscribe and optionally like and share. I will continue with the vlog now, so you might just as well stick around and see what I'm doing on a daily basis here around the Nürburgring. Okay, enough talking about Up, and I'm pretty sure you were like, what about this GTR? So let's go get some lunch with this thing and leave her here for now. Tank empty already.
No.
Stomach empty.
Yeah.
Interesting. Hello. Small change of plans. The schnitzels weren't ready yet at the gas station, so we decided to go to La Lanterna for lunch, and in the meantime stop by at REM and drop off the wrapping foil for their cars.
Guten Appetit.
Danke.
Brot kommt sofort.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly, it's the same. And Sandford, I forgot that.
A bit of a weird combination, mussels together with tiramisu, but yeah, doesn't matter what you take as long as you take the tiramisu. We are now in the meanwhile already at Blackfish Graphics because we need to pick up some glue remover, or Val, no, Ver, I think, yeah. Glue remover to remove glue from the bus of Atomic. Hello, come. These are actually wrong. The AKs need to face the opposite side.
37.
Glue remover.
Please.
Don't drink.
Or drink and I will film you. Okay, drink now. Yeah. It's like apple juice. Yeah, you can try it. Yeah, sure.
No, you lied to me. It doesn't smell like apple juice.
Yeah?
You're
Are you sure?
lying.
Are you sure? Let's try.
Comrade, he's a liar. Don't. If he says he will tune your car for 200 horsepower, is a lie.
It will be 250 from me.
You will get this one from me.
Fish will die.
So are you sure you don't wanna test it?
No, because fish will die. I like fishes. You like fishes?
But you're not fish.
No, but I like fish.
Maybe I surprised you, but you're not a fish.
Directions for use. Ensure surface is clean and free from loose dirt and contaminants.
All dirt come out from you.
I'll need a lot more to clean my dirty mind.
Let's try.
You happy?
No, I'm not happy because it's still all cars in this tarmac. And now I understand how to fix it.
Learn something every day.
No shit. Misha, come in.
Okay, no cold start.
You understand me, yeah?
Yes, of course. Of course. See you.
Что ты делаешь?
Я забыл, как роллинг ланч включается. Подожди. Или я забыл, что нажимать. Я посмотрел.
Кто тачку строил? Ты?
Ой, слушай, ну я же строил, я забыл нажимать это.
Старость не радость. Look who we have here. Hello.
It's you again.
Wanna have a look at the shop? The tuning shop, or are you
Yeah,
going?
yeah, sure. Hi.
Рыбачок.
Yeah. Desperately in need for glue remover. Дай, фигану. And while we are here, let's test this huge blower that I showed you 2 days ago in the vlog. Because the guys have finally connected it. Let's see what it does. They told me that I will be slightly impressed. Slightly. There. Impressive, impressive. That's completely something different that you usually see on dyno videos where they just put, like, you know, hair dryer on your engine. I think this will do the job. Let's see if Oleg can get the rolling launch control working now. And let's go back to Atomic. Hello.
It's you again?
Yes. You know how launch control works now?
Rolling lunch?
Yes.
Rolling lunch? No, I still not remember it. Oh, yeah, I found out.
Yeah?
It's just maybe too soft.
Too soft.
Oh, take a look, McLaren, white McLaren. Misha's daily McLaren.
The best part about receiving car parts is the bubble foil.
Dafür sind die Distanzscheiben. Ne? Die aus
You have some distance pieces, so it's getting more.
longer.
Yeah.
Put it on the up.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Or better like this.
Ducktail.
Better on the front and opposite side.
And a quick fast forward. And the working day is over. So we're about to go home. I wanted to end this vlog already now or slightly earlier, but then I realized we have a food vlog incoming. Something special. So like promised, today is a special food vlog. So what are we cooking?
Wiener Schnitzel.
Yes.
No, Schnitzel Wiener Art.
Uh-huh. And
Steirischer Kartoffelsalat.
so step number 1 is to clean your food before. So go. But wait, there is more. Wow.